So in this video we're going to be pulling together absolutely everything we know about the upcoming Galaxy S10. The event, the phone, its name, its price, absolutely everything. Okay, so when and where is it going to be announced? We know now that Samsung have confirmed that it's in San Francisco in the United States. It's happening at the Bill Graham Civic Auditorium, and that's on February the 20th at 11 AM. That is 7 PM GMT. So what can we expect at this event? Well, we think there's going to be 3 phones announced, and that will be the S10 Lite, which may even be called the S10e, the Galaxy S10, and also the Galaxy S10 Plus. Now, we don't think we're going to get an announcement about the Samsung Galaxy F, which is the foldable display, which was first announced back at the developer conference in 2018. And the other thing which we're not sure that we're going to hear about is the what's codenamed Beyond, so the Samsung Galaxy Beyond X. We think that will come later in the year. This, my friends, is what will come. German website WinFuture have released many images which purport to be the actual images of the S10 and the S10 Plus. Here you can see they have the hole punch type design on the front, and on the back there is a 3-lens rear facing camera. Now, we don't have any reason to dispute this because this is well in line with everything else we've been reading and seeing lately. One thing we think is wrong is this image, as we believe the hole punch design now has been moved to the right hand side and is not in the middle as this image shows, and it will actually be much more akin to the recent release of the Honor View 20, which was one of the first with the hole punch design, and as you can see they've chosen to have it on the left hand side, but that's what gives you the full edge to edge display. I believe this is going to be the most attractive phone ever released, and I'll be interested to hear your thoughts if it is something like this. Now, in terms of colours, we're hearing that's going to come in a few varieties, and we're hearing of a term called Prism Black, Prism Green, Prism White and Prism Blue. We're hearing also that the blue will come later because they're just not ready on that model. This I believe to be the blue, and my word, it looks beautiful, and I really do hope that they release this on launch because that will be the one that I get. So in terms of design, I think they've absolutely nailed it. I don't think that they can do much better, but the specs are absolutely stunning too. Let's now have a look at those. Now, some of the specifications, particularly with the Galaxy S10e or S10 Lite, are a little bit more vague or a little bit more unsure. We do believe it will hold 6 GB of RAM, which is impressive for an entry-level phone. Now, I think it's more likely to have 64 GB of storage rather than 128. I think 128 would be insanely high for an entry budget level phone. Now, obviously, it will have the front hole punch lens, and that forms part of the Infinity O display, which is what the term Samsung have adopted. It will have a dual lens on the rear, and that's all part of a 5.8 display in total. Now, interestingly, we think there'll be a side fingerprint reader, a side fingerprint scanner button on this model, and again that is different to the others, which I'll come on to. And price guide, we believe it will be around $850, £669 or €749. Okay, so we're on to the main players now, and this is the Galaxy S10, which will have a 6 GB version which has 128 GB of storage, and an 8 GB version which has a massive 512 GB of storage. It will have a front hole punch lens, an Infinity Zero display which will be a 6.1 inch. On the rear it will have a triple lens rear facing camera, and it will also feature the brand new ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint sensor. Now, this will be the far more advanced version of what you see in some other phones today, because this will be doing it in 3D, not 2D, which makes it far more secure. It will also feature reverse wireless charging. Now, price points on this, they start at $999, we believe, and it will be $849 in the UK and $899 in Europe, and the larger version will be $1299, £1099 and $1149 in Europe. So now we come on to what I refer to as the beast. The S10 Plus will come in 6 and 8 GB versions similarly to the S10, but you'll also be able to purchase a 12 GB with 1 TB of storage. That is absolutely insane for a phone. It will also feature a dual lens front-facing camera in the hole punch type display. Now that is a really big deal because this could be a game changer for things like artificial intelligence. Now it will be an Infinio display and the measurements we believe will be 6.4 inches, although there are some reports of 6.7 inches. So we're going to go with 6.4. It will also feature the same rear camera, the ultrasonic in-screen fingerprint sensor and all of the other features. Price guide, again it depends on where you are, and so these prices we believe to be right, but we think there could be some changes depending on where you are in the world. So we believe $11.99 for the 6GB version, $9.99 UK and €9.99 euros. The 8GB version at $13.99 in dollars, $11.99 in the UK and $12.49 in Europe, and also the 12GB monster for $16.99 in the US, $13.99 in the UK and $14.09 in Europe. What do you think about that pricing, guys? Now another important factor is battery life, and the S10e has a 3100 mAh battery, the S10 will have 3400 and the S10 Plus will have a 4100 mAh battery. Now these I think are a little bit disappointing considering the Honor View 20, which we reviewed recently, that had a battery with a 4000 mAh battery. Now there are a couple of things we're still waiting for confirmation on. Will there be a 48 megapixel sensor on the camera? We don't know yet. And also, will they have any type of facial recognition? If they're just relying on the fingerprint sensor, then fine, but facial recognition could be there as a backup. We're waiting for confirmation. Guys, as always, thanks for watching this video. I'll leave links to some of the sources where we've compiled all of this in the description, and a big shout out to them for the hard work that they do. I look forward to keeping you updated on more information as we get it, and also what model of phone are you going to be going for? I'm certainly going to be going for the Beast. In fact, I wish they called it the Beast, the S10 Plus that is. If they called it the Beast, I'd be the first in the queue. But guys, thanks as always for watching this video. I will see you on the next one.